Hello everyone and welcome to another Marvel Legends review. In today's video we're taking a look at the SDCC San Diego Comic-Con exclusives from Marvel Legends. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel's The Collector and Thor Ragnarok Marvel's Grandmaster. And of course this is the second version of Grandmaster that we've had. We got him in the 80th anniversary line, albeit this time he has a different face sculpt. He has a glob of melted person, and this is of course our first time we get a collector for our set. He comes with an alternative head, he comes with one of our Infinity Stones, and of course he comes with a diorama piece as well. Quick look at the back of the box. We have both poster arts for these pieces, and we get Velcro so we can join these together in what looks to be like one of collector's stasis tubes. Now, sliding these two out of the outer packaging, you get this kind of diorama section behind them, much like we got with the kind of likes of the Star Wars Black Series with Han Solo, etc. And we've got Cosmo, our old cosmonaut dog, at the back there with his telepathy powers. It's a shame we didn't actually get an additional figure for him. I know we got one in the box set that we got last year or the year before, but they're all done in a different scale, weren't they? Now, for the MCU fans, that's a pretty good likeness for Del Toro. We get his alternative head sculpt with his inspection goggles on, so we can just check everything out. I absolutely adore the hair that I've got going on there. Really nicely done. And of course, we get our sphere as well with our Infinity Gem hidden in amongst that. But I absolutely adore how they've put him together. Again, exceptional shading. Their face kind of transplant process for these is really ingenious. Love the hair and the cloak as well. Managed to capture him down to a T. Got his beads across the front there. And now this is quite rigid, so it does hinder his articulation somewhat, and much like we get with the Grandmaster, the collector has this kind of thick built-in sleeve, which with a single jointed elbow and a rotation on there. So there is quite a lot of hindrance there, but we all know this character. He's not likely to be getting heavily involved in the fight sequences, etc. His uniform does look very kind of Star Trek inspired as well. He looks a bit like Q, doesn't he? But I think if you're an MCU fan and you want some of your higher powers, then yeah, I think the Collector and Grandmaster are both a very viable option. The Collector was never an issue for me in this set. The issue for me for the pair was the fact that we get a Grandmaster with a strange expression on his face. If you wanted him to have a kind of bog standard plain mediocre expression, you then have to go out and buy the Korg 2-pack, which I think is a little bit naughty. Now, Grandmaster, much like the Collector, has his own backdrop. This time it's the chair, the kind of torture chair that he brings Thor in on. And out of the packet, we have both Jeffs. We have the very serious Korg 2-pack Jeff Goldblum, which is a remarkably good sculpt. Really love the head sculpt. You can see that being recast and stuck on a few Jurassic Park figures. And then we have the SDCC Jeff Goldblum with his very happy-go-lucky expression. Again, really great use of that face kind of printing technology. I mean, both look remarkably well done. I just think the kind of deadpan look is going to be the more desirable as opposed to this smirk. I mean, other than that, I can't see any real difference. I think there's a slight difference in shade. On the SDC, it might be slightly darker. But that's me kind of clutching at straws there. His melting stick is pretty much exactly the same. He's got the same hands, same exact hands. It's really hard to kind of pinpoint any real differences. He's got those lovely kind of open-toed sandals there, again with his nails painted blue. Quite a lot of hindrance on the articulation because this is a very rigid material. But he looks very happy, doesn't he? And I do love this blue metallic pile of goop where he's used the mounting stick. That's a really fun accessory and it's done remarkably well. It's really bold and vibrant. But the question still remains, is this set worth you purchasing just to get the collector? Because I can really honestly say that I can see a lot of these Smiling Jeffs going up on the aftermarket, being sold separately away from the box sets. Personally, I think those two do look better together. In fact, I really would have preferred if we had the collector, maybe we get some other random characters like Ebadiah from Iron Man 1. Somebody like that. Some of these other characters that were that we could actually kind of incorporate within our displays. And just to give you an idea of how these look with some of the other Legends figures. Here they are alongside Iron Man and everybody's favourite pile of talking rocks. Once again, I'd like to thank Robot Kingdom for making these reviews possible. I was hoping to actually get out to SDCC this year. I was meant to be accompanying my friend Chuck, but unfortunately family life has got in the way. So maybe, fingers crossed, next year I should be able to attend and give you all a real-time heads up of what we find there, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be this year. I've included a link in the description below where these can be ordered from Robot Kingdom for those who can't attend. And until next time, from myself, the Grandmaster, and the Collector, thanks for watching. Goodbye.